Listen to me. Everybody wants to shine, but nobody wants to grind. Everybody wants success, but they want the struggle that builds it. You say you want the dream, but the moment it gets hard, you start questioning if it's worth it. Let me tell you something. The grind is what separates the winners from the quitters. Listen to me. Everybody wants to shine, but not everyone is built for the grind. Everybody loves the results, the fame, the freedom, the recognition, but nobody wants to go through the fire that creates that shine. You say you want success, but are you really willing to give up who you are today for who you want to become tomorrow? Because the truth is, the grind demands sacrifice. It demands that you wake up early when others are sleeping. It demands that you stay focused when distractions come knocking. It demands that you trust the process when nothing seems to be working. That's what separates dreamers from doers. The grind. The grind is ugly, it's lonely, and it's exhausting. But it's the only road that leads to the life you want. When you grind, you build strength that no comfort zone can give you. The late nights, the early mornings, the missed parties, they all add up. Every moment of effort becomes a brick in the foundation of your future. People see you shine later, but they don't see the years you spent working in the dark. They don't see the tears, the failures, the rejections. They only see the success. But you'll know that every ounce of that shine was earned. You'll know that you didn't skip the struggle, you faced it. You didn't pray for it to be easy, you became stronger. You've got to understand something. Pain is a part of the process. It's not there to break you. It's there to build you. Every time you push through pain, you grow tougher. Every time you choose to keep going when you want to quit, you're teaching your body, your mind, and your spirit that quitting is not an option. Pain is temporary. It might last a minute, an hour, a day, or even a year, but it will eventually go away, and something else will take its place. Growth, greatness, strength. Every successful person you admire has walked through pain. The only difference between them and the rest is that they didn't stop when it hurt. They kept grinding until the pain turned into power. There are days when you feel like giving up. There will be times when you'll question yourself. You'll wonder if it's all worth it. And in those moments, you have to remind yourself, the grind you're doing today is the shine you'll live tomorrow. The world doesn't reward those who quit halfway. It rewards those who keep going. Nobody believes in them, when nobody's clapping, when nobody's watching. Because that's when character's built. The grind doesn't just make you successful, it makes you unstoppable. Discipline is the bridge between the grind and the shine. You can't rely on motivation because motivation comes and goes. One day you feel like doing it, the next day you don't. But discipline keeps you consistent. Discipline doesn't care about feelings. It doesn't care if you're tired, bored, or frustrated. Discipline says, I'll do it anyway. You can't wait for the right moment because there is no right moment. You create it. You can't wait to feel ready because you'll never be ready. You gotta move. You gotta act. You gotta grind even when you don't see results yet, because faith means believing before you see. When you grind now, you're setting yourself up to shine later. You're planting seeds that will grow into opportunity, freedom, and respect. You're building habits that will carry you for life. The grind teaches you humility. It reminds you that success is not owned, it's rented, and the rent is due every single day. When you grind with purpose, you stop making excuses. You stop comparing yourself to others. You focus on your mission, your progress, your journey. You might not have the talent others have. You might not have the money, the connections, or the resources, but if you have the grind, you can outwork anyone. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Your effort can be your greatest advantage. Your consistency can be your superpower. Every single day you show up, you get one step closer. Every single rep, every single hour, every single sacrifice. They won't understand that your shine came from sweat. They won't see the nights you cried yourself to sleep, the days you fought through exhaustion, the moments you almost quit but did. That's the beauty of the grind. It hides your pain and shows your glory. And when that day comes, when you finally shine, you'll know deep down that it wasn't luck. It was you. It was your persistence, your faith, your discipline. ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check him for it. Everybody wants to feel motivated. Everybody wants to wake up fired up, ready to conquer the day, ready to chase dreams. But motivation doesn't last. It's an emotion. It fades the moment life punches you in the mouth, punches you in the mouth. You can't depend on motivation to carry you because motivation is like a battery. It runs out. That's why the real power is not in motivation. It's in discipline. Discipline is what keeps you moving when your feelings tell you to stop. Discipline is what separates those who wish from those who wish from those who win. It's the foundation of every success story you've ever heard. Without discipline, you'll never reach your full potential because life doesn't care how you feel. It responds to what you do. There will be mornings when you wake up tired, when you don't feel like grinding, when your body is telling you to rest. But that's exactly when discipline speaks the loudest. Discipline doesn't ask how you feel. It tells you what needs to be done. It's not emotional, it's consistent. It's what makes you show up to the gym when you rather sleep. What makes you study when your friends are out having fun? What makes you keep building your dream when everyone else has stopped believing in you? That's what true discipline is. Doing what has to be done whether you feel like it or not. See, discipline builds momentum. The more you do, the stronger you get. Every time you follow through on your commitment, you build trust with yourself. You prove that you can rely on you. Most people can't even keep promises to themselves. They say they'll start tomorrow and tomorrow never comes. They talk about goals but never put in the grind. That's why discipline is rare. It's hard. It demands sacrifice. It demands consistency. But once you master it, once you truly commit to being disciplined, there's nothing you can't do because discipline doesn't depend on the weather, on your mood, or on your situation. It depends on your decision. You have to make up your mind that no matter how you feel, you're going to keep moving. That no matter how many times you fail, you're going to get back up. That no matter who doubts you, you're still going to show up. Because success doesn't respond to emotions, it responds to effort. Every great person you admire, every athlete, entrepreneur, artist, or leader, they all have one thing in common. Discipline. They didn't wait for motivation. They created it through action. They showed up on the days they didn't feel like it. They did the small, consistent things that nobody saw. And over time, those small efforts turned into massive results. When you choose discipline over desire, you take control of your life. Desire is easy. Everybody has desire. Everybody wants something. But only a few people are willing to pay the price for it. Desire without discipline is just a dream. It's empty. It sounds good, but it doesn't change anything. Discipline is what turns your desire into reality. It's what transforms a wish into a goal and a goal into achievement. You can dream all you want, but until you discipline yourself to act, it means nothing. Think about it. How many times have you promised yourself you change? You start eating better, working harder, saving more, being consistent, but then life got hard and you stop. That's the problem with desire. It depends on feelings, and feelings are fragile. One bad day, one disappointment, one failure, and your desire starts to fade. But discipline doesn't care. Discipline says, we keep going. Discipline says, I don't care how I feel. This has to get done. That's the mindset that builds champions. That's the mentality that takes you from average to extraordinary. Discipline also builds freedom. People think discipline is restrictive, like it holds you back. But it's the opposite. Discipline gives you control. It gives you the freedom to live life on your terms because you built the habits that make success automatic. The undisciplined person is a slave to their feelings, to procrastination, to excuses. But the disciplined person, they run their life. They decide what happens. They don't wait for opportunities. They create them. That's the real shine. That's the power of grinding through the moments when it's hard, boring, or uncomfortable. You might not see the results right away, but that's okay. Discipline isn't about instant gratification. It's about long-term reward. It's about trusting that every step, every rep, every hour you put in is leading somewhere. That's why most people quit. They don't see the results fast enough. But the disciplined ones, they stay. They keep doing the work even when there's no applause, no recognition, no visible progress. They know the reward is coming. They know the shine will show up when it's supposed to. Everybody wants to shine. Everybody wants to live that good life, to have the success, the recognition, the respect. But what most people don't understand is that the shine only comes after the grind. You can't skip the struggle and expect the reward. You can't fast forward through the hard parts of the journey and still expect to enjoy the destination. The truth is simple. Success demands payment in advance. You got to put in the work now when it's not fun, when nobody's watching, when you feel invisible. The grind comes first. The shine always comes later. Every dream has a price tag, and that price is called sacrifice. When you're grinding, you'll lose sleep, you'll lose comfort, you'll lose people who don't understand what you're doing, but that's the cost of growth. You have to be willing to trade short-term pleasure for long-term peace. You have to choose discipline over distraction, focus over fun. The grind will test you. It will ask you, how bad do you want it? And if your answer isn't strong enough, you'll quit. That's why most people never reach the shine, because they give up before the breakthrough. When you decide to grind now, you're choosing to delay gratification. You're saying, I'm willing to work hard today for a better tomorrow. That's what champions do. They don't look for shortcuts. They build habits. They don't complain about the process. They trust it because the grind is the training ground for greatness. It builds patience, character, and resilience. Every obstacle you face while grinding is shaping you into the kind of person who can handle success. Without the grind, the shine won't last because you won't be strong enough to maintain it. You got to fall in love with the process, not just the prize. Most people love the idea of success, but they hate the process that comes with it. They want the results without the work, the applause without the effort. But life doesn't work like that. You can't harvest without planting the seed first. The grind is that seed. Every hour of practice, every late night of study, every early morning of training, it's all part of planting your dream. You might not see results right away, but trust me, something is growing beneath the surface. The roots are taking hold, and when the time is right, your shine will come. The grind will humble you. It will break your ego, strip away your excuses, and force you to face your weaknesses. That's a good thing, because growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens when you're tired, frustrated, and tempted to quit, but you keep going anyway. The grind teaches you that success isn't about luck. It's about persistence. It's about showing up again and again, even when the results aren't visible. It's about giving 100% on the days you feel like giving 0%. That's how greatness is built. Not overnight, but over time. Through relentless effort and unshakable belief. Sometimes the grind feels lonely. You'll look around and realize that most people have stopped. They'll tell you you are crazy for working so hard, for sacrificing so much. But don't listen to them. They can't see what you see. They don't feel that fire burning inside you. You're not grinding for their approval. You're grinding for your purpose. And purpose doesn't need validation. Purpose only needs commitment. Keep your head down. Keep working and let your results speak for you. The same people who doubt you now will be the ones asking how you did it later. Discipline is your greatest weapon in the grind. Motivation will fade. It always does. Some days you'll wake up ready to conquer the world. Other days you'll struggle just to get out of bed. But discipline doesn't care how you feel. It's what keeps you consistent when the excitement wears off. It's what keeps you pushing when your body says stop. Discipline means doing what's necessary even when it's not easy. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep in. It's practicing one more hour when everyone else has gone home. It's believing that your future deserves your effort today. When you grind, every small step counts, even when progress feels slow. You're moving forward. Every rep, every failure, every setback is shaping you. You're learning lessons, building habits, sharpening your skill. The grind is never wasted. It's an investment. The more you put in, the more you get out. And when the shine comes, it will feel different. It will mean more because you'll know what you went through to earn it. You'll look back at the struggle, the late nights, the pain, and you'll realize it was all worth it. People will see you shining and call you lucky. They'll say you were in the right place at the right time. But you'll know the truth. You created that opportunity. Money is power, but not in the way most people think. It's not just about having stacks of cash or expensive things. Real power comes from understanding money, how to make it, how to manage it, and how to multiply it. Most people work for money their whole lives, but never learn how to make money work for them. That's the difference between those who stay broke and those who build wealth. The truth is, there are rules to money, and if you learn them, you can change your entire life. But if you ignore them, you'll always be chasing it instead of controlling. Rule number 1, respect the grind. Money doesn't come to the lazy, the distracted, or the inconsistent. You can't wish your way into wealth. You have to work your way there. The grind is where you build the skills, discipline, and mindset that attract money. You've got to be willing to do the work others won't. You've got to wake up earlier, stay later, and give more. Success doesn't come to the one who talks about it. It comes to the one who stays locked in while everyone else is asleep. The grind builds habits of focus, persistence, and creativity. The more value you create, the more money you'll attract. Money flows to those who solve problems, not to those who complain about them. Rule number 2, master self-control. It doesn't matter how much money you make if you can't control how you spend it. Too many people get a little success and start acting like they've already made it. They buy things to look rich instead of doing the work to stay rich. That's why so many people go broke after making money. They chase the image, not the impact. Real wealth isn't loud. It's silent. It's in your investments, your assets, your discipline. Every dollar you waste is a dollar that could have been working for you. Don't let short-term pleasure destroy long-term freedom. Save, invest, and grow. The grind might make you tired, but bad spending habits will keep you broke. Rule number 3, learn before you earn. Education doesn't stop after school. The world is changing fast, and if you're not learning, you're falling behind. You gotta study money, how it moves, how it grows, how it's taxed, how it's invested. You don't need to be a genius, but you do need to be a student of the game. Read books, watch videos, find mentors, ask questions. Every new skill you learn can become a new stream of income. Knowledge is the new currency, and the more you know, the more valuable you become. Don't chase trends, chase wisdom. The right information can save you years of mistakes. Rule number 4, invest in yourself. Your mind is your greatest asset. Every skill you develop, every connection you build, every piece of wisdom you gain, it all compounds over time. The more valuable you become, the more opportunities you attract. Too many people invest in clothes, cars, and entertainment, but won't invest in their own growth. They'll spend $500 on sneakers, but won't spend $50 on a book. They'll buy the latest phone, but won't buy a course that can teach them how to earn more. Your mindset is the foundation of your money. If your mind is poor, your pockets will follow. But if your mind is rich, filled with knowledge, purpose, and confidence, the money will always come. Rule number 5, have patience. Everybody wants to get rich quick. They want results overnight, but that's not how wealth works. Real money takes time. It takes years of consistency, discipline, and smart choices. You can't rush the process. You gotta trust it. And every dollar you save, every investment you make, every hour you spend learning adds up. Wealth is built brick by brick, not all at once. The people who win are the ones who stay consistent. You might not see big results in the beginning, but if you stay focused, your efforts will compound. The problem is, most people quit too early. They give up when it gets hard, when they don't see progress right away. But the grind is what separates those who dream from those who do. Money rewards patience and punishes impatience. Every time you chase fast money, you're risking stability for a temporary thrill. Every time you make emotional decisions with your money, you lose control. The wealthy don't chase, they plan. They move strategically. They don't spend just to impress. They spend to progress. And that's what you got to learn if you want to win the money game. Think long term. If you're serious about getting rich, stop blaming your circumstances. Stop blaming your job, your background, or your lack of opportunities. Nobody is coming to save you. You have to decide that you're done being broke, done being average, done wasting time. You got to make a plan, commit to it every single day. It doesn't matter where you start. What matters is that you start. Success is not for the weak, and it's not for the ones who quit when things get hard. It's for the ones who wake up every single day and decide that no matter what happens, they're going to keep moving forward. When you make up your mind that success is your only option, you stop entertaining excuses. You stop looking for backup plans, because the moment you have a plan B, you've already told yourself plan A might fail. Success requires total commitment, your time, your focus, your effort, your heart. You gotta be all in. You can't dip your toes in the water. You gotta dive deep and swim even when the current is strong. When you decide that success is your only option, you stop allowing fear to run your life. You stop waiting for the right time, the right resources, the right support. There is no perfect moment you created. Every second you waste waiting for everything to be ideal is another second someone else is using to build their dream. You gotta act now, even when you're scared, even when you don't have all the answers. The truth is, nobody ever feels ready. They just start. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who work. The road to success is hard, and it's supposed to be. If it were easy, everyone would be living their dream. You'll face obstacles. You'll face rejection. You'll face failure. But those moments aren't meant to destroy you. They're meant to strengthen you. Every setback you face is preparing you for the next level. Every disappointment is building your resilience. Success is not about avoiding failure. It's about refusing to give up after you fail. You have to learn to fall and get back up again and again until you make it. When you want to succeed as badly as you want to breathe, you'll start seeing results. Because when success becomes your only option, quitting stops being a choice. You stop saying, or maybe later. You stop saying, I'll try. You start saying, I will. You start moving with purpose, with intensity, with urgency. You start operating like your future depends on every move you make. Because it does. You got to put everything you have into what you want. Your energy, your time, your passion, all of it. Success doesn't come halfway. It comes when you give everything you got. There are going to be days when you feel like giving up, when you question whether it's all worth it. There will be moments when nobody believes in you, when you feel invisible, when your hard work seems to go unnoticed. Oh, you gotta keep going. The world may not see your grind now, but one day it will see your shine. You gotta keep pushing even when you're tired, even when the results aren't showing yet. Because every effort you make is building momentum. Every small step forward is progress, even if it doesn't feel like it. The process might be slow, but quitting won't make it faster. You have to develop a mindset that refuses to accept failure as final. Success doesn't come to the most talented. It comes to the most determined. It's not about who starts strong. It's about who finishes strong. You can have all the skills in the world, but if you don't have the will to keep going, it won't matter. The ones who make it to the top are the ones who push through the pain, who keep showing up even when it hurts, who keep working when everyone else is resting. You've got to build that hunger, that fire inside you that says, no matter what, I will not stop until I win. Discipline will be your best friend on this journey. Motivation fades, but discipline stays. You won't always feel like working, but you gotta work anyway. You won't always feel inspired, but you gotta move anyway. Discipline means doing what's necessary whether you feel like it or not. It means staying focused when distractions try to pull you away. It means staying loyal to your goals, even when the excitement wears off. If you stay disciplined long enough, success becomes inevitable. You also have to stop waiting for someone to rescue you. Nobody's coming. The dream is yours. The responsibility is yours. The effort is yours. Stop expecting people to hand you opportunities. Create your own. Stop complaining about what you don't have and start maximizing what you do have. Work with what's in your hands until you can reach for more. Success doesn't come to those who wait for permission. It comes to those who take action. You can't sit around hoping for change. You have to become the change. And understand this, success will require isolation. There will be seasons when you have to separate yourself from people who don't share your vision. Not everyone will understand your grind, and that's okay. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for the future version of yourself who will thank you for not giving up. The late nights, the sacrifices, the lonely moments, they all have a purpose.